Okay, hello and welcome everybody. We got the global patch notes for April 4th, 2025. So first off, we have Ranger changes again, Ranger Awakening. The stiffness effect from the blast shot has been removed. Vinot has gotten a super armor, and when using a skill and linking it with Wind Dance, it has been changed to link after the jump motion of Vinot. They've also changed to land on the ground more slowly after using a skill. Dance of Wind, they've changed to land on the ground faster after using a skill. Accordingly, the movement when using Wind Dance skill in the air after using Rhino technique has been improved to be more natural. Then we have damage adjustments downwards again, with matching PvP reduction rates being adjusted. So overall, counter tuning again on the Ranger. Then on the Archer, we have tiny changes again, darkness digging, stiffness being removed, and they've changed that the stiffness effect also applies to players for the Gust and Extreme Gust, or Black Spirit Gust skills. So yeah. Then we got Hash Awakening, bigger changes on it. So Fall Collapse, they've improved to connect more to Sand Dune Slash. The Condemnation, they've changed the following. The movement range of the skill has been increased slightly. Cooldown has changed from 8 to 7 seconds. Sand Swap to Capture, so the Sand Swap technique has been changed. So the Flow Gluttony and Flow Condemnation skills have improved to link from the second hit when used. And the cooldown has changed from 8 seconds to 7 seconds. The kick, Jung Sori's kick, has been changed so the effective increasing crit chance by 30% for 10 seconds has been removed, and the effective increasing all AP for 20 for 10 seconds has been added. So no longer crit chance, it's going to be AP based, and they've added a forward guard while using a skill. The Ridge Beggy, they've also removed the crit chance increase on that. Stabbing Fang, the plus 20 effect that increased all AP for 10 seconds has been removed. They've improved the effect of the Paradise Knock, and on a successful hit, 100 poison damage is added every 3 seconds for 18 seconds. Quiet Gap, the Vitality Recover has been transferred to the Teaching skill. Gelation, when a hit is successful, an effect of 100 HP per hit is added. Then we have some damage buffs in Awakening going up, but with matching PvP reductions. Going through it, tiny increases on some skills with bigger PvP reduction rates as a bit of a letdown, but overall Hash is fairly strong, so this could be pulling it down a little bit, but overall still quite balanced. Then we have Nova, the Distorted Guardian, has changed significantly. When using a skill, the effect of the increased defense for 30 seconds has been changed to plus 50. That is a big gain from 20. The health recovery effect has also changed from plus 500 to 1500. The effect of increasing critical chance has been removed for that, and the change of they've changed the cooldown of the skill Frostbite Defense to be reset when using the skill, which I think is the Frozen Bulwark skill. Frost on the Snow, they've added an effect that increases all AP by plus 12 when using the skill. Ice Burning Thorns, the Black Spirit Prime skill has been changed. The cooldown has changed from 9 to 7 seconds, and they've added a attack casting speed reduction effect that has been the attack speed reduction effect has been transferred to Frozen Earth. Rising Ice Thorn, the skill has changed from 12 to 10 seconds, and again mentioning the Freezing Earth, Frozen Earth. Frozen Land, they've added a 15% attack speed reduction effect for 5 seconds when hitting successful. Cooldown has changed down to 11 seconds. Freezing Earth, again, cooldown reduction from 18 to 16 seconds. And they've added the 10% reduction effect for 5 seconds when a hit is successful. The Empress's Punishment has been changed. The cooldown has changed from 13 to 11. The Vitality Recovery effect has gone from 115 to 160 per hit. And the issue where the Vitality Recovery was applied 2 hits less has been fixed. They've also adjusted the Vitality Recovery of the Rushing Morningstar from plus 80 to 120 per hit. Then damage changes. We can see some damage going up again with matching PvP reductions. Then we have going through this, Frozen Land, Rise of Kratom. Raging again up with PvP reduction. Clashing Cavalry up with PvP reduction. Ice Thorn again up across the board with reduction going up a little bit. Rushing Morningstar, same thing. And the Empress's Punishment, again, damage increase with a PvP reduction rate adjustment. And splitting in this case. It used to be 62.2 in general. Now the strike and the final hit are separated. Main Succession, I already spoke to a Sage Succession. I already spoke to a Sage player. He said this is a good PvE buff from his view. So the cooldown of the Great Collapse has changed from 11 to 10 seconds. Also, the cooldown of the Last Gesture has changed from 17 to 10. So he mentioned this is the biggest change because it now can be used in conjunction every time. The damage amount has been changed to be the same as the Great Collapse, and the down and air attack have been removed. That he said is a slight nerf, but being able to use it more significantly is a big buff. Illusion Explosion has been changed to match the damage of the illusionary deployment. Shackles of Cracks, the time for which a forward guard effect is applied when using the skill has been increased. Reproduce Punishment, the cooldown has changed from 7 to 8 seconds. The movement speed of the skill has been changed, and they've added a forward guard effect while in use. The Void Emission skill has been changed from a cooldown of 11 to 8 seconds. The behavior of the skill has changed accordingly to the damage and effect have been changed. So here we can see the skill. It pulls a charge and does a blast. Damage-wise, we're seeing increases with PvP reduction rates increasing as well for Shackles of Cracks, Space Shatter, Shape Run, the Great Collapse, Illusion Development, Oral Discharge, Dimensional Compression, Reproduce Punishment, and Void Emission also going up with PvP reduction. Awakening also getting changes, cooldown going from 9 to 10 seconds on Oral Release. The Condemning Prison going from 12 to 10 seconds. Lightning Strike being adjusted from 8 to 7. Rising Force, you're changing from 10 to 7. Flow Discord, they've changed where they added an effect that increases all attack power of plus 20 for 10 seconds. And the phenomenon where the hit rate was applied high has been fixed. Power Throw, Flow Overtake, the Brain Jade technique that charges and condemns has been improved to link more smoothly. Residual, they've changed that the damage dealt when using a skill during cooldown is reduced. Again, damage changes to Awakening as well, where we see damage going up across the board in this case, with PvP reductions matching, or matching the rise. There does not seem to be a big skill that loses. I'm going through this. Nope. Then we have Succession Drakania getting buffs finally again. So the Eviscerate is getting better improvement for the flows. That's going to be quite nice. The bigger one is the WRMB Lightning Sweep is getting a minus 15 DP for 10 seconds. This is pretty big for PvE and PvP. It can be done quite nicely. Best combo, I would now actually try to squeeze this between the F and Shift RMB. I would probably now try to do F, Shift RMB, F, forward RMB, Shift RMB, RMB as a longer combo due to that nice plus 10 AP, minus 15 DP being at the same time then. The second big change is the Markthanon's Heart is getting a significant buff. So the Vitality Recovery that used to be capped out at 50 or less now is 60 or less. Also, the Vitality Recovery amount is gaining plus 100, and the upper limit of the Vitality Recovery has been changed for the shift queue as well. So before it was 50 and 60, now it will be, well, it used to be 50, now it's 60, and on the shift queue, we have the 70 going up to 75. So that is a big change on that. Same thing for the Black Spirit skill, also going up to 75. Damage-wise, we see damage increases across the board, going up by 1,000 in some cases with the matching PvP reduction. There's also a small PvP reduction rate with no damage change on the RMB skill, on the Skewer. That can be quite good. Or, sorry, Asphyxiate. but overall, this could make her more viable in PvE. PvP, I don't see too much of a change happening, except for that minus 15 DP. That can be a big change because that is an ion charge skill. Awakening Drakania also getting some changes. So the Roar that splits the earth on Hexy goes from 7 to 6 seconds. The cooldown of the Hexy Claws of the Spleen it goes from 8 to 6 seconds. The Dragon Roar on Dragon Blood is going from 14 to 12 seconds. Then we have some damage changes, again damage going up with PvP reductions matching, pretty much across the board. A bit smaller upgrades across the board. Then we have some general class modifications and changes. So issues with Ranger and the Black Spirit gauge, Tamer as well, Space Lightning, character pulling a short sword when falling, Archer fixes, and Kunoichi fixes. Bigger change as well is the notation commands for technical descriptions has been changed. So the arrows are being changed to WASD, shift to staying shift, space is staying space. However, also when control keys are now changed by yourself, so if you rebind your shift key to the mouse function 1, it will actually say mouse function 1 plus F instead of shift F. That is a massive change for people to be able to learn combos a little bit easier. The description and prerequisites for learning Magnus skills has also been revived to provide more detailed information. Then we have the fish guide or fish atlas being massively adjusted, so it is being completely revamped. It is supposed to bring more fun, so landing a massive catch others haven't or catching a rare fish can be a fisher's badge of honor. We hope adventurers can create their own proud memories while enjoy fishing. So overall, we don't seem to be getting the the weekly fishing contest where adventurers compete to see who is the most skilled and lucky fisher is planned to visit adventurers. So that one is still not coming, but it should be coming soon with these changes. So first off, we have in the top section a search. You can search for the fish in the encyclopedia now. That is a big change. The achievement rate for each category of the Pokedex, fishing decks, is displayed from freshwater fish, saltwater fish, and crustaceans, and others. So these 4 filters. Improvements have also been made so that you can check the information of fish you haven't caught. So if it's not caught, it will also tell you where you can catch it. That is a nice bonus. Or hopefully where you can catch it. They do kind of hint at it. Then we also have the length measurement. So it is now also to the 3rd decimal place, and adventurers who've caught the largest fish are shown here. And finally, the information is displayed that allows you to see your largest fish caught compared to the average size of the species. The information about the rarity of each fish is also displayed according to the actual fish grade, and knowledge images have been added for 48 fish species that did not have knowledge images before. The system message is displayed when catching fish will also now display the fish size up to the 3rd decimal place. Then we have a small red battlefield change where an icon has been added to allow you to check the super armor status when the effect of strong protection, which grants super armor and damage reduction rate within red battlefield is applied. Hardcore server, we get another reminder that the hardcore server preseason will end on the regular maintenance on April 9th or 10th. So the rewards based on the hardcore integration ranking will be calculated based on the final scores on the regular maintenance of the 9th and will be paid out during the regular maintenance on April 16th. So there will be a week at least between the payouts. The bracket pet has been added to all the pet items to make it easier to find. So for box type items, the name has been changed only if all the components are pets. So for example, we have the bad boy dog, or bad dog, and has been changed to pet bag dog. And the Arctic exotic goods chest or rare goods box has also been changed to have the brackets pet. This should allow you to search for the brackets pet in your item search. Then we also have a small change for the following item acquisition descriptions, so they can be obtained through the hardcore server rewards, so Immortal Fragrance 5 and Immortal Fragrance 10 selection boxes. Then we got a big Dark Rift change coming, so they used to be within 7 days after being defeated. As a result, even if the Dark Rift bosses were defeated on the same day, the respawn time differed, making it difficult to predict. This will now be changed that all Dark Rift boxes will appear 120 hours after being defeated. This is 5 days. and allowing for better schedule management. And also, there will be additional rewards obtainable. So first off, we have again the Dark Rift. The first appearance of Red Nose, Muskin, Tree Spirit, and Ferret have been changed to 24 hours after the Dark Rift boss's first appearance condition is met. The monster Red Nose, Dastardly Beg, Muskin, Tree Spirit, Ferret, Ives, Griffin have been changed to reappear 120 hours, 5 days after being defeated. The Black Spirit Thought, which is a, let me double check the actual name. The Dark Spirit's Greed, probably. Dark Spirit's Greed has been changed to be obtainable from 1 to 5. So the number of obtainable has been increased. Also, the exchanges are being adjusted, which we'll get to in a second. So the drops will happen after the update and any spawned after. So the Black Spirit Greed you already own will remain intact. The new Black Spirit Greed will be exchanged for the items below in the Unified Goods, so the Manage UI code. So now you can always exchange for a plus 50. The Latent Auras, Massive Pure Magic, 100G gold bars, 10G gold bars. Twice a week you can get Crocodolo, Origin of Crocodolo. Loot Scrolls 3 times a week. Catalyst for the tagging 5 times a week. Layla's Petals, Perfumes of Courage twice a week, which is a nice thing to be honest. You can also get Black Spirit Crystals, Awakened Crystals Volterra once per family, and also a plus 100 once per family, and 3 exchanges for the Spectre's Energy 3 times per family. Then we have some changes to quests of knowledge. So the Dawn's Cleft quest has been added to the list of recommended. The number of kills required to complete the quest's daily monster block in the Sea Path has been changed from 5 to 2 for the Black Rust and Nine Sharks. And the Ahib Odra Church Priest Regenti's knowledge has been added. Occupation War Nodewar. We have the order of territories displayed in the Stronghold War Participation UI has been changed to the order of the number of participants. Then we have a UI change. The crew management has been improved again. So they've improved the ability to check the health stats on sailor portraits. You can also check the items required for health recovery, and it has been made so that they are displayed even if you do not have the items required. They've also added a button to the crew list to directly purchase captain badges. Barter information, we have changes as well. The existing barter refresh button has been removed and moved to the top of the barter information UI. The added UI that guides you in which direction you should navigate for each barter item has been added, so it will now display in which direction you will be driving for the direction. That is a nice little bonus, so you can plan your trips a little bit easier. There is also a new ocean trade category, which will only show you the trade routes that can be completed in the Star of Magoria, so out in Magoria. And if you select this category, only the 12 trade routes will be displayed that are out in the ocean. The name of the barter refresh button has also been changed to reset. And when you reopen the barter window, it has been improved to show up at the previous scroll position. This has been the case before, but I guess it didn't quite grab. Then we have the guild mission history. They've improved the guild mission history screen to allow you to check abandoned guild missions. And then we finally have general fixes and changes. I went through this. It is mostly just dialogue fixes so far, and a few things where characters were in awkward positions or clothes did not quite fit. There is a small change for the Black Shrine. During Biyung's subjugation, the phenomenon where Biyung could be hit before the battle started in certain situations has been fixed. But that would be it. Overall, going through the recap, the UI changes are nice. I definitely like the Dark Rift changes. It makes them a little bit more worthwhile. Otherwise, item search, really great. Small change, but very big. The fish guide coming is also, I'm really looking forward to the the weekly fishing contest. Otherwise, skill changes, the control keys being changed, that is nice for people learning. Overall, Drakania's changes, very good. Minimal but strong. I think it could push her up a little bit more. Otherwise, Sages, like mentioned from Guildmate, he mentioned looks very good for PvE. PvP might actually gain a little bit as well. The changes on Nova look to be pretty much PvE, PvP gains, especially with all the changes to the cooldowns and overall getting the all attack power. Then Hash Awakening, definitely bigger changes. Gonna have to see. Didn't get a chance to talk to a Hash player. Archer, very minimal. Ranger Awakening being touched up a bit more again. I don't know why. It feels a little bit harsh considering I've been playing her on the hardcore server, and there she has been actually doing okay, but not super great. But that is it. If this helped you, leave a like and subscribe. Otherwise, if it did not help you, do leave a comment where you feel it might help. And otherwise, have a great day, and I will see you in stream.